It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Thundering Herd and the Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Nice.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. One of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run him again. Nice move there. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Banks. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of his passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try the right side. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Could be an alley. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Quarterback changing the play. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Stuffed, stopped, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off-play action. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Gets away from 1. Finds some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. The thundering herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The thundering herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on.
Caught! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Burrowing for yardage. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Number 97, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Got a little space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hard running there. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Loss of 3.
3rd and long right here. On play action. He fires a bullet to the right. Goes high to pull it in. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop it. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Got an alley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. Uh-oh, look out. Shakes off the defender. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now,
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Working the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback keep, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Lets it fly on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Now on the move. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Runs through the tackle. And another broken tackle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. On the move. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Here's a little room there. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown,
it's been a tale of two quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the second quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple touchdowns. We got a great game, kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Selling the fake. Looking to the big tight end. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Under pressure. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Breaks the tackle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. This is a designed run. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sees an alley. He's got enough. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads it left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nearly intercepted.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Hit as he throws. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He'll set up to throw. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working that left side now. At the 45, on his way. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Number 2.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 97, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
He's loose. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The play fake. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Baylor taking on the number 17 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half he is so frustrated with his defense right now. They've given up over 80 yards on the ground in that rushing attack. Known for their run game defense, they have got to be more stout at the line of scrimmage. The good news, they are running the ball well. The line of scrimmage has been dominant. He said, we've got to keep it going on offense and tighten things up defensively if we want to stay in this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Got him right there. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Tie game here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Hauls it in. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Maybe headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They take the lead with the 6.
This offense has really been able to use this option play to their advantage. The defense just doesn't seem to have an answer for it. The offense has already had 2 rushing touchdowns when using the option.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking for a crease. Got enough for the 1st down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Changing the routes with his receiver.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. See some running room. Wide open spaces. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Keeps it himself. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Rush right in his face. Forced him to get rid of it on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got some green grass. Fighting off the defender. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Past the 6. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Breaks into the open. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Out wide left, it's Adkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the punt team. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Making the adjustment. Sees a crease. He's got the first down. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback keeps it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. 2nd and long here. And they swarm him under.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long coming up. Sells to fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bulldogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Got his man. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. There's some daylight. He's past the sticks. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So 1st down will open up the final period. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got a little space. He's past the marker. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish, a 70-yard run to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trying to establish the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Drops back. It's Applewhite. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to field this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Got an alley, maybe a crease, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, and they blocked it. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Right side, it's Ramsauer. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
He's changing the play. Uh-oh, look out. There he goes. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Powers through the defender. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Might have a chance. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. The stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a